Good morning. As you guys can see, this camping spot, if I face this way, is not exactly stealth. You know, usually I'm like way up there, right? Like in the mountains, and there's nobody, right? The most likely thing you're gonna find is, I really don't know actually, you don't really find anything out there. Some animals like deer or something like that, depending on where you are. But here is definitely not the ideal spot, right? The amount of people that could be coming past and calling the cops, and it's all just a bit of a, and you don't want to piss off people, right? Like you don't want to piss off a farmer. You don't leave any trace, right? You take all your rubbish and you make sure you don't leave any impact, so to speak. But you know, you just want to keep it on the down low, right? And one thing I should mention as well too is, like, I get really edgy at night, and one way I try and overcome that is kind of like sticking my bike. Let me do this, right? Have a look. You can see I stick my bike like halfway in my tent. So my theory is if someone tries to steal it, right, I'll hear like a rustle. But I'm like a super edgy sleeper in public places, even in non-public places actually, even in the mountains. I don't know, just every little sound kind of like wakes you up, you know, like it's people or it's danger or something. I don't know why. But anyway, so far so good, right? No one's told me to move, and I'm 20 minutes from legging it and getting to the supermarket, so it's a good start to the morning so far. Guys, this is a poo plant. Poop, look at that, poop right there. More poo, look over there. Whoa, shit. Has to go somewhere, right? Whoa. Wow. Whoa! It is massive. Look at my bike. Look how big it is. I'm back at the bike. And back how big it is. Seriously. This thing is, I should face this way, right? Makes more sense. This thing is massive. Oh, that was close. Oh. Rest up, guys, rest up. Check this view, right? Check this view. Whoa. Whoa. Anyway, yeah, one thing that came to mind was that as I was riding through the forests and all that, a few people asked me why I ride a fat bike. And a fat bike is kind of this machine. Really the only difference between this and like a mountain bike or even a road bike, you could say, is that it's just got much wider tires. That's pretty much it. And I guess the reason why I feel like the fat bike is kind of my sweet spot, so to speak, is that since the tires are wider, it really can take you over all terrains. Now, there obviously is a limit, right, to how big your tire needs to be, and this 4.8 inches I've got on the front is probably too big, but the 3.8 I've got in the back is perfect, and I would swap the front for a 3.8, which I'll do sometime in the future. But it really is a kind of do-it-all bike that you'll be riding through a town, it's paved road obviously, and then you find a dirt road, and then kind of off the dirt road is a trail, and you're following the trail, and then suddenly it gets muddy, or there's wet rocks or wet roots, and you can just cruise over all of it, you know? It's such a, there's no limitation, I guess, in that respect, right? You can just keep following it on your bike, and that's one thing I really love, is that you kind of just go wherever your curiosity leads you, you know? And a lot of these trails, they're not even on the map, right? They're kind of just, I guess people have just made them walking through them, and you can just follow them as long as you like. So it really is the fat bike, at least I feel like, is the sweet spot, at least for now. Whether I have fork suspension or dual suspension, I'm not really sure about that just yet, but at least for now the fat bike feels like the perfect bike. Oh, and one thing I should mention, check this out. The perfect camping spot would be right there. You're camping there and then look at the view you get. Wow, look at that. Wow, woo, right there. Anyway, it's only midday, so I won't be camping, but if it was like 5 or 6 p.m, that spot there would be perfect. As if the Switzerland-Liechtenstein border wasn't crazy enough, check out the Austrian-Liechtenstein border. This is, pretty sure this post here, as well as these posts down there, signify the border. You can see the border wall construction is pretty serious right now. No, not really. Anyway, to be honest, I wouldn't have noticed at all, except I had it on my GPS as like something not to miss, right? Anyway, I don't know if there's really much more to say. I think that's kind of it, you know? It's kind of pretty open.